You are now listening to episode 11 of a self help podcast where we focus on lifting each other up and counting our blessings at the same time. We are your hosts. Hey, I'm Mia,
I'm Kiosha, and
and
this
this
is
is
Crazy
Crazy
Beautiful
Beautiful
Talk.
Talks. Cue music. Okay, first, I want to start by saying this is our 11th episode,
Whoop,
Kiosha.
whoop,
We have
whoop,
been doing this
whoop.
for 11 weeks straight,
Yes,
girl.
keep
High
going.
five, okay? I have really been enjoying myself, and I hope you guys have been too. So, if you have been enjoying yourself as much as we have, please like and subscribe down below, and you will get notifications of our next episodes. This week, we are renewing our mind for Mindset March. Yes.
I'm excited.
Second week,
Yes.
Mindset March renewal. Okay. Last week, we released a whole bunch of stuff. So you might need to double back to go release with us. So let's do what we do best and start this off with a quote. Your imperfections make you beautiful. They make you who you are. So just be yourself. Love yourself for who you are and just keep going. And that was by Demi Lovato.
Ooh, I like that. Your imperfections are you.
They
They
make you
are.
who you are.
They do. I love that only because, there's so many people that feel that they're not perfect, so they're not happy with themselves. And it's not about being perfect. Your imperfections make you who you are. They make you unique. They make you not like everyone else. And I'd rather just be me than be the next clone of somebody.
Amen. And like I said before in our other Mindset March episode, is you take bits and pieces of
Yes.
what those imperfections are. Like, okay, you take what you've been through and gone through and your struggle, and you take that and you use it to make yourself stronger. So
Yes.
I totally get your imperfections make you who you are. So embrace them and
Embrace.
reset them or
Renew
renew.
them.
The mind is a beautiful thing. We use it to think and reason. One of its characteristics is known as mindset. This is the collection of attitudes and ideas which shape how you think about yourself and your environment. The mindset determines behavior, outlook, and attitude towards the occurrences around you. There may be types of mindsets depending on the setting. Examples: optimistic or pessimistic. What that sound like? Optimistic mindset or pessimistic mindset. Other types include the fixed and the growth mindsets. Seeing as these characteristics affects your most valuable asset, mindset is an extremely important thing to understand and control. Okay, you gotta control. You gotta be able to be telling your brain to chill, relax.
Yes.
Among our most valuable resources is our energy:
Mm.
physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. Each of these is necessary for optimal health and wellness. We know that positive emotions can increase our energy and negative emotions can drain your energy. That is
Definitely.
so true.
Definitely. Now, according to recovery.org, here are 10 things that can help you get back control over your mindset. Self-acceptance is a major key to controlling your mindset. This is because it determines how you think about yourself. If you do not accept yourself, you will have a negative self-image and low self-esteem. On the other hand, if you do accept yourself, your self-image will be positive and self-esteem will increase. Many people actually do not accept themselves as they truly are. This is because the media and social constructs create requirements of how people are supposed to look and how they behave too. If your identity is different from what is preached by the media, you may think less of yourself and get a negative self image. This creates a fixed, pessimistic mindset. Therefore, accept yourself and be proud of who you are. This will help you establish control over your mindset, create a positive attitude, and generate self confidence.
A freaking man. Like they say, like, what was our very first quote? Our first episode. If you can't love yourself, how the hell you
How the
gonna
hell
love
is
somebody? You gonna love somebody
something
else.
else? Yes.
And that goes for if someone's trying to love you. Like if you can't love yourself, how are you gonna allow somebody to love
Love
you?
you. Or how you expect somebody to love you.
Exactly.
Forget allow. How do you expect someone to love you if you don't love you?
Accept yourself, people. Number 2, eat healthy food. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Your diet affects how your body functions on both of these levels. If your diet consists of primary processed foods, which have little to no nutrition value, then you are bound to develop deficiencies that can negatively
Mm,
affect your mental health. Thus, strive to consume healthy, clean, and wholesome food. You
I need to work
know,
on that.
those vegetables, like, I don't know. I spend a lot of time in the fresh produce aisle. How about you, Kirsten?
I'm still working on it. Okay.
That's just
I
I'm still working on it.
I'm trying though. Like I've been getting it back. I'm trying to get it snatched back. But I do eat healthy most of the time. But there are my moments where I'm like, no, I want some canes
I
or
I
I
I
need
get
that
that.
burger. So I'm working on it. But I'm
And it's
realistic with
easier.
myself.
It's
I'm
easier to
realistic with myself. Though. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm not gonna lie. Like no, I'm realistic
you're
with
not
myself.
gonna go on a diet? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
I'm I have a healthier lifestyle. I eat what I want. I just eat less of the bad foods and more of the healthier foods, but I still eat what I want.
I still eat what I want to. Okay, these nutritions will help your body repair it faster. Repair any that whole releasing we did, emotional draining. It can be draining to release and to get it out there and to rebuild and reset and renew. That's the
Definitely.
key word this week. Renew.
Renew.
To renew yourself. We gotta pump some good food and good fruits and vegetables and greens and all the colors of the rainbows
Yes.
into our body so we can boost our mental strength, which requires, if we want to start controlling our mind, we gotta be healthy and we gotta be strong and all that.
Definitely. Now, you also want to take time to appreciate yourself. There is a wise saying which encourages us to treat ourselves as we would treat a guest. This means that you should always take the time to love and appreciate yourself in a special way. Despite the mistakes you feel that you have done or the shortcomings you see in yourself or your performance, you are special. This is a mindset that allows you to feel self love. Thus, to control your mindset and to maintain optimism, take some time to appreciate yourself. You can call it me time, and it can be one day out the week or even more.
I totally agree. It's like channeling your energy, channeling,
Yes,
your space and, all of that. I
definitely.
totally agree.
Definitely.
Now, the next one, stop and swap. One activity which is required in controlling your mindset is determining the thoughts which run through your mind and indicate above positive and good effects in your life. Like this is like what The Secret, the book. It's like channeling good energy. Think happy thoughts. That's when I'm thinking negative thoughts, I'm like, okay, I just want to think happy thoughts because negative
Yes,
thoughts just brings your energy all down. You are in control of it and not the other way around. Okay. After
Yes.
stopping it, swap that with a positive thought. Amen. You start to feel those negative thoughts, just stop, acknowledge the negative thought. I'm like OCD. I gotta knock on wood. When I think of a negative thought, I don't care, middle of the night, I gotta knock on wood. Like, okay, negative thought, go away because I don't need you no more. And I replace it with something that happened that's happier. You have to do that. You have to stop and swap.
That what I do now, if I have any negative thought in my brain, over and over and over again, I say good health, wealth, abundant success. Good health,
Mm.
wealth, abundant success. And I keep saying that until that negative thought is gone. And then it's gone.
And do you
That's my
not
thing.
know you are controlling your mindset,
Yep,
my
sure
dear?
am. That's why
Do
I'm doing
you
it.
not think that's what we're that's what we're trying to do? If
Yes.
you, I, I've actually surprised myself because I've gotten to points where I cannot stop thinking about something and it's like harboring on me. And it's like, no, but once I've learned how to stop and swap, literally stop what you are doing. Hold on. Blow that negative out and replace it with something positive.
Positive.
You are
Yes.
controlling how you feel.
Yes.
And you are controlling your mindset, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Share your thoughts with a trusted person. Sometimes you need a new perspective of your thoughts. You can achieve this by confiding in someone that you trust. This can be your parent, a counselor, a coach, a mentor, or even your partner. They can give you a new view of your negative thought, which you are struggling with. Most of the time, this new perspective helps you and learn how to control your mindset and the future for your own benefits. It's always good to get an outside opinion because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you don't realize you're so darn negative.
Amen. Amen. That's
Think
true.
about it.
That's true. Like, yeah, that's totally true.
You
Like
had to
it's
tell me when I was being so negative. You had to tell me, like, I didn't realize sometimes I would say things in a negative way because I'm a very optimistic person, but I didn't realize that I was speaking negativity into my life.
mm-hmm.
And you had to point it out to me because I didn't see it.
Right. It's just
So
like I had to point it out to a lot of people because it gets to the point where you're aware of your energy and I'm aware of my energy and I'm aware of you sucking my energy out of
yes,
me. So, you weren't the only one that I've had to be like, you know, when you actually pour in this negative, like I'm here for you. But I want to hear some good stuff too. I want to hear you striving for good and trying to repair yourself. Like I understand things that are happening around you, but how do you feel? It could
yes,
be a whole building coming around, but how do you feel
yes,
inside? And I want to hear positive on how, yeah, whatever, my baby daddy, blah, 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 blah. But on the other hand, yes, my business or, I'm feeling good. I meditated today. I went for a walk or anything. You know what I mean? So,
yes, definitely,
which
definitely.
brings me to this: maintain positivity. The perspectives of life can be divided into two general groups. These are positive perspectives and negative ones. People also fall into these two main groups. Some people see all that is wrong with the world, while others see all that is right about it. That's like that half empty, I see it half empty, you see it half full type of thing.
Yes, yes,
Yes. Having a negative attitude leads to a negative emotions and negative thoughts. A Amen. I that brings me back to the secret. It's like if you think negative things, they they could happen. Just like
yes.
positive things. Think positive things. Those positive things can happen. But if you think negative, those negative things can happen. Like you about to be late. You driving, you got 5 minutes to be there. If you driving, I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna be late. You
You're
stressing
gonna be
about it,
late.
you're gonna be late. You need to be driving and saying, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. You don't need to There's already so much negativity in the world. There's already people wishing bad on you. Your haters
Yes.
are already wishing bad on you. You don't need to wish bad on you. So you need to be uplifting yourself. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And then if I don't make it, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna make a big excuse or something, but I'm gonna make it, and everything's gonna be okay once I get there. If you want to control your mindset, begin by having a positive attitude. See the opportunities in your problems. Consistently remind yourself of your strengths and your opportunities. This creates personal confidence and leads to the mental strength which you need to control your mindset.
Definitely. Now, I love that. And this brings us to the little things in life. Never before has such a large percentage of humanity had access to so much information so easily. Today, we can learn anything about the world through our smartphones, our tablets, our laptops, and TVs most of the time. We spend hours staring into them as we perform our jobs and also to seek entertainment. This can lead to a stressed, fixed mindset. The ideals and ideas of society can overwhelm you and cause frustration over the things that you want but don't have. This leads to a mindset of never being satisfied. I have seen that so many times. And I've had that mindset. It was a short period of time that I had it, but I just wasn't satisfied. I was making the money I was supposed to. My kids are healthy. I have a roof over my head. I have a car. We have food. But for some reason, I just wasn't satisfied. And you do not want to be in that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Control and change it into one of satisfactions by appreciating the little things which you have. Play with your pet, take a walk in the park, or meditate in your house. This allows you to feel peace and foster an appreciative mindset.
Amen. You have to, like we said, not half empty. Look at your life as half
Full.
full.
Yes.
Appreciate your children. You
Yes.
might not have the house that you've always wanted, but all your kids, you have all your children with you, or
Yes.
you have your family, or you're happy with your significant other, or you're happy with your pets. Like, find something in your life that you're happy about. And if you're not happy with something, change it. Change it.
Change it.
I'm all for the change. All for the change.
Definitely.
That brings me to the next one. Do something that makes you excited, even if it's unconventional. That's what I'm saying. Like hobbies, the little things. Find something that makes you happy. Who cares what people think? Who cares if you like to go find seashells at the beach? Who cares? If that makes you happy, you do it.
Do it.
Continue to do it.
Yep.
Do you have an activity which you have always wanted to perform? Are there things which you always wanted to experience but could not do due to your culture? Because people don't think you belong or you shouldn't be doing this and
Yep.
da, 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 da. Who cares? Y'all don't know what this world is changing.
Yeah, it is.
It's changing, and they finally are starting to hear us. And we might have to act the fool at least one more time, but it's starting to change. Okay, you should go ahead and do the things you've always wanted to do. The society around us insists specific guidelines of behavior. They are unwritten rules which we have to stick to in everything we do. This creates a fixed mindset.
Mm.
Amen. You may be able to go to work and make a living with this mindset, like a robot. People
There
tell
you
you
go.
how to feel. People tell you where to go. You do the same thing over and
Every
over and
day.
over and over. We changing. The world's evolving. You living or are you existing? Don't we have an episode about that, Kia? Are you
Are you
living?
living?
Or are you just
Or
existing?
are you?
You will never be able to experience. your personal desires. Therefore, control and transform it into a growth mindset by breaking rules of society and following your desire. Renew. You can
Renew.
change your life into anything you want to. We're renewing. We released all them bad things last week. We recorded it. Y'all didn't see it? Like, we recorded it. Go back. We released that. We're renewing this week. We're
Renew.
renewing. So I can be anything I want to be. I can feel however I want to feel, and I choose to feel positive with my life. Okay?
Yes.
It will give you a chance to do what you love and the confidence to own your identity no matter what.
Now, speculate on the worst and then live your life. One of the negative activities which we spend so much time is worrying. We worry about almost everything: our jobs, our relationships, our careers, our health, even public image. This is not good for our hearts, and it's definitely worse for our mindsets. Most importantly, worrying prevents us from living a full life. Therefore, if you are worried about something, just ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? After that, explore the consequences and compare it to the joy you will feel when you perform that activity. In most cases, the joy of this risky activity will outweigh the consequences. And if everything went wrong, you control your mentality and create one of courage. This helps you to live your life to the fullest.
Amen. Don't sweat the little things.
No, let it
Right.
go.
Let it go. What is that saying? Don't sweat over things you cannot control.
Control.
It's like you go to a restaurant, you got all your friends, you go there, or a club. This has happened plenty of times. You go to a club, you show up, you got your whole 10 party, they promised you a bottle, they promised you all the drinks, they promised you free entry, all that. You get to the front and they're like, oh no, sorry, we full. All the bottles is full. What, do you turn up? I mean, it's so easy to go that way. You feel embarrassed. It's like, oh, fuck that, woo woo. Like, you gonna let us in? Or you be like, okay, next party, or we go to the next one. That's more
Exactly.
epic. That's more keep the party uplifted. Because if you go that negative way, you know what that negative emotion, it trickles back to the
Yep.
people behind you. And by the end of the night, ain't nobody having fun. Everybody mad about something that we can't change. We can't change
Can't
the fact that
control.
the club is full. But we can control our mindset and we control this moment and we can go on and we gonna have fun regardless because we about to have fun wherever we go.
Let's walk around and have fun. There we
Okay?
go.
A freaking man. The next one, change your activity. To get rid of negative thoughts which have a bad effect on your mindset, simply change the activity you are doing to change your train of thought. If you're getting negative vibes from whatever it is that you're doing, homework, you get frustrated because I do this. I'm doing something and it's just not making sense and I'm getting frustrated and I'm not coming up with the answer. Take a break. Okay, let me go work out. Let me go get all my frustrations out. Let me go take a walk. Let me go cook. Let me go have lunch. Let me just change my activity for this. And then I'll come back to it and you'll feel refreshed and all that negative. It won't seem so hard that time
Yes.
because you've had a time to sit on it. You know what I mean? So just change your activity. This will return your mindset to one of winning and success.
The important takeaway: mindset is very important because it affects the way we view our surroundings and ourselves too. If you have a negative one, everything around you will be negative as well. However, if you have a positive mindset, Positivity will surround you and opportunities will come knocking at your door. I can attest to that because I can tell you that my mindset has drastically changed these last few months, and the things and the people and the opportunities that are coming in my life
Mhm.
are unimaginable, and I freaking love it.
Amen.
The guidelines above can help you to change your mindset into a beneficial one. They are wise words from counsel for all of us. So, this brings us to the questions portion of our show. Number one, how do you get rid of negative thoughts?
We actually have a viewer that wrote on our group page, Crazy Beautiful Talks. Prayer changes things.
Amen. Prayer changes everything.
Amen. That's kind of like what I do. I do the stop and swap, like we talked about earlier, where I have a negative thought, but I just stop and swap it with a positive thought. Like
Yes.
if I think about, my mom, not in a negative way, but like I get sad, I just start to make myself laugh about all the good times we've had together and how I am who I am because of her. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I just try to really swap it out and think of positive things. Even if it's not about that subject, I'll switch it with a thought about my son and or something like that. You know what I mean? So what do you do?
Prayer and meditation and
Mm.
prayer and meditation. I'm telling you, prayer changes everything. And just having a positive mind in my brain, having a positive mindset changes everything.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
So, number two, is there anyone in your life that you need to forgive to restore the things that matter most in life?
Not necessarily to restore the things that matter most in life, but I do need to work on forgiving my dad. Like I still have like bitter feelings towards him.
Mm,
Like I told you guys the story in the episode before, I just really need to forgive him. And it's hard to forgive someone who's not here.
right?
You know what I mean? So that's something I need to work on, and I love him, and I may he rest in peace.
Yes.
But I really need to work on that. How
Hmm.
about you? Is there anyone in your life you need to forgive?
I'd probably have to say, sounds freaking cliche as hell, but probably my exes.
Mm,
I still hold grudges against them, for different things that have happened to me. And in order to move on, I have to forgive. And, I'm working on it. But yeah, I have to forgive.
amen. Okay, well, we're gonna work on that, girl. We got a lot of episodes to go this year, so we're gonna
Yeah.
work on that.
I'm
But
excited.
ding ding ding. That brings us to our physical health portion of the check of the I don't know what I was gonna say.
Me either.
Okay. Let's talk about stress. Okay.
Mm,
We cannot let things that we cannot change affect us. What do they say? Stress can kill.
stress kills.
It kills. So we
Stress
need
kills.
to release that, okay, and control it, okay? And if you don't get control of it, begin with the word renewal. Okay? We're renewing this week. That's the magic word, right? We're renewing. The beauty of this, you can begin and you will see positive results by incorporating just one of this in your schedule. One of these little bullet points we're about to point out to you. Just try one at a time, okay? With the goal, eventually incorporating all of these, okay? And you will start to see yourself renewing.
Yes.
R, take a few minutes each day and reflect. ASMR sign language, okay? Turn off all electronics gear and take yourself off the grid. Sit quietly without any interruptions and let your mind unwind. Don't become attached to any of your thoughts. Just let them come in and let them go. That's meditating. That's what you do, right?
Yes. E, we hear this one a lot for a reason. Exercise every day. A fitness center isn't necessary though. Take a walk during your lunch or take the stairs instead of the elevator. This is not a weight reduction or muscle building routine. It's about getting oxygen into your body and brain.
Amen. You just have to. I know it's hard to incorporate in your daily life. People starting businesses, people got kids,
Yes.
but we, I feel like, need to take care of ourselves, to take care of our kids, to be
Yes.
there for. I don't ever want my child to grow up without me. I want to be old and shriveled up before I go and have to let my son, live his life without me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we have to take care of ourselves. In Make nutritious choices. Begin small if you must. Like me, I began small. I took away chips. I eat them every now and again, but I don't eat them like I used to. You have to find what's really, you know, getting you, and start
Yes.
small for real.
Yes.
A piece of fruit instead of a cookie, or an unsalted almond instead of chips. You will feel good about your decision, and your body will too.
Hmm. Second E, engage. Engage with someone you care about every day.
Mm-hmm.
This is best done face to face, but we know COVID, it's very hard. But a phone call will suffice. As you're conversing, consider how much the person means to you. Your goal is to feel the love. Love. When I tell you about love, like love, like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a good thing to love. Like I love love. I just
It
love it.
is. And it's you live with people like, yeah, I have my boyfriend. He's like my best friend. We talk about everything. But it's good to talk to people outside your
Yes.
household. You know what I mean? Like I call my sister. We just like let it all out, talk about everything, add some positive, like, oh, okay, but let's talk about our business and what we can do. So we have a pretty good balance when it comes to that. And I let it out and I feel good after. Don't you feel good
I
after?
do. I really do.
Okay, that takes us to W. Take time to experience some wackiness in your day. Find something that will give you a round of laughter. The more, the better. Make it your mission to see the humor in the day to day goings of your day.
That's yes.
Amen.
That's funny you say that. I had just posted on my Facebook a few weeks back, and it said, "Do you laugh every day?" Laughing is contagious. Laughing makes you happy. Laughing gives you energy that you don't think you have. Laughing is a big part of a healthy life.
Yes, and it's good for your face muscles too to laugh.
Yes. Yes. That brings us to A. Find a moment for appreciation too. Each day, make a note of the people, places, and things for which you are grateful. Each time you do this, you stimulate the production of a hormone called oxytocin, which has a naturalizing effect on the stress hormone cortisol, designed to keep a hyper vigilant, also anxious and distracted. So breathe and give thanks.
Amen. Breathe.
Yes, breathe.
Everybody take a deep breath and let that out. Brings us to the next one. L. Let go. The simplest yet most difficult ritual, and also the most important one, too. We collect so much negativity from the time we wake up to the time we go back to sleep. anger, regrets, disappointments, and insults, real and imagined, like on your phone, all that. We endure all that. Driving down the street, people honking their horn, flipping you
Yes.
off in the car, all that negativity. You endure that all day.
Every day.
Never stop making it your goal to release the grievance. Forgive, forget, and move forward. I love
Love
that.
that.
I love that too.
Yeah.
Like, acknowledge it, okay, and let it go.
Let it
Take a
go.
breath and let it go.
Move forward. I like
Amen.
that.
Only through conscious step by step actions can we renew our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual being.
Only through conscious step by step actions can we renew our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual being and prevent stress from stealing our vitality and diminishing the gifts we have to give the world. All right. So let's end this with a question for our viewers.
Ooh, ooh.
After you renew, what do you think comes next?
Yes, and you can answer this on our Facebook page, Crazy Beautiful Talks, or our group page, Crazy Beautiful Talks. That's a private group, so you have to answer some questions, y'all, to get in. We ain't just
Yes.
letting anybody in.
Never.
Our next episode will be on how to manifest your future. I hope you will join us with
With another
another episode
episode of
of
Crazy
Crazy
Beautiful
Beautiful
Talks.
Talks. And we are out.